a place never listed on maps, hidden behind fake clouds, on satellite images. What if they actually rule the world and always have "Welcome to the tail rail," where the world, is only half the story? Today, we dive into a chilling possibility, a nation that lives in our blind spot but controls everything we see. This isn't fiction, this is a theory you won't stop thinking about. So buckle up, because once you hear this, you'll never look at a map the same way again. Have you ever zoomed in on a part of the world map, only to find nothing but clouds? Now imagine this. A country that doesn't show up on Google Earth, a place with no flag, no borders, and no mention in history books. But here's the twist. What if everything you know about global power is a lie? What if presidents, prime ministers, and kings are just puppet? What if that hidden country controls everything? Your money, your elections, your wars, even your newsfeed. Sounds impossible, right? But keep watching. Since the Cold War, conspiracy theorists have claimed that certain areas on satellite maps are intentionally blurred or hidden. They blame cloud cover or technical glitches. But what if it's not a glitch? What if those clouds hide something humanity was never meant to see? Let's introduce Nation Zero, a theoretical country said to exist in the Pacific Ocean. Not part of the UN. No passports, no flags, no embassies, yet strange trade records, unexplained political influence, and anomalous satellite data hinted at something being there. Governments deny it exists, but some officials who've dared to speak out mysteriously disappeared or died in so-called accidents, not acknowledged by any government. Yet strangely, multiple military satellites have reported unusual encrypted signals originating from this exact region, signals that seem to manipulate global financial algorithms and communication relays. And here's where it gets wild. Any pilot who tries to fly over the area reports signal jamming, compass spinning out, and systems going dark. And then silence? Legend has it that Nation Zero isn't a new project, it's ancient. Long before modern borders were drawn, an elite civilization isolated itself, mastering both science and strategy. They realized early on, true power doesn't come from being seen, but from controlling what others believe is true. Rumors from defectors suggest this nation built a worldwide influence network. Their tools. What if the science were always there but hidden behind bureaucracy, distraction, and manipulation? The United Nations has a closed-door group called the Shadow Committee. Nobody outside the highest circles knows what they do. Their meetings are never recorded. One leaked document referenced external counsel from OS. Was it referring to Osira? Tech giants sometimes experience strange failures in their satellite coverage over certain zones. Some coders analyzing map data discover hidden layers, coordinates redirecting to fake oceans or blank terrain. Then suddenly, those datasets were removed. Even history might have been altered. There's talk of a war in 1904 involving the Southern Archipelago nation that was wiped from all records afterward. Could that have been Osira asserting its control? According to a declassified whisper from an ex-NSA analyst, when chaos erupts, globally markets crash, leaders fall, Nation Zero always benefits. Coincidence? Here's the part that will make your skin crawl. Nation Zero might not just be hiding, they might be actively testing us. Remember that viral social media platform that suddenly disappeared? Or that tech billionaire who went off the grid after a bizarre press conference? Some theorists believe they got too close to revealing Nation Zero's influence. Even the term Nation Zero itself, some say it was leaked intentionally. Why? To make it sound like fiction. That's the perfect cover. The best conspiracy is the one people laugh at. Until it's too late, every global crisis, economic collapses, election, interference, wars that never made sense? What if they weren't just chaos? What if they were controlled experiments by what if your country's economy isn't really in your government's hands? What if wars, social movements, even global pandemics are designed distractions to keep eyes away from one invisible nation? This isn't about aliens or time travelers. This is about power. Quiet, relentless, undetectable power. Maybe Nation Zero doesn't invade countries, they create new maps. Maybe they don't silence leaders, they replace them before we notice. Maybe they've already won and we still playing catch up in a game we didn't even know existed. In 2011, a former intelligence analyst named Marcus D. leaked documents that hinted at a secret sovereign body outside any known nation. He referenced a government without borders, without names, and without accountability. Shortly after Marcus vanished, his blog went offline, his family refused interviews, his footage of satellite anomalies was scrubbed from the internet. The only surviving fragment, a sentence he allegedly said in an encrypted voice memo: "They don't live among us. We live inside their design. If this hidden country is real, what do they want? Why stay secret?" Some believe they see us as subjects in a long-running experiment on civilization. Others think they fear what would happen if humanity realized the truth that freedom, democracy, even chaos are all carefully simulated choices. And maybe we've all agreed to this. Maybe this agreement is buried in the fine print of our reality. Choice made centuries ago to be protected in exchange for control. Well, that's the tricky part. The beauty of the theory lies in how perfectly it covers its tracks. No clear documents, no traceable coordinates, no confirmed testimony, just patterns, and the growing feeling that something isn't right. Maybe you've felt it too, that eerie sense that no matter how loudly people scream, nothing ever really changes. That world events are more scripted than spontaneous. Could it be that the script is being written by a place we can't even see? Do you think Nation Zero could be real? Have you ever noticed strange map glitches or patterns that didn't make sense? Let us know in the comments. Share your theory, your questions, or your own experiences. And if this gave you chills, subscribe to the Tail Rail for more stories that question the fabric of reality. Until next time, stay curious and watch the skies.